Why am I getting no sales? The age-old question everyone asks themselves at least one point in time. No one seems to have an answer, and usually it's work harder or test more. But actually, there's so many things it could be. So today, I'm going to go through 30 reasons why you might not be getting any sales. There are a lot more, and maybe I'll make a part 2 if people like it. But for now, let's go through the 30 ways with an open mind and see if maybe you fall under any of these reasons why you might not be getting sales. All of this, by the way, is coming from a lot of experience. I've been there. I've even asked myself this very question. And now I've created best-selling designs countless times, helped many others in my community do the exact same thing, which is, by the way, a place where you can learn how to make best-selling designs and sell more and set up a Shopify store and get all the feedback and everything that you need. So this information is all coming from personal experience, having been in this business for over 11 years, not basing any design creation on data or proven concepts. If you only ever come up with shower ideas, as I like to call them, the chances of you having any real success with print on demand is quite low. Now, it's not impossible, but working off proven concepts and iterating is a surefire way to get sales. I like to do a 7-3 rule, where for every 10 designs I make, 7 are based on data and 3 are my made up shower ideas that I want to experiment with. Not running any traffic to your store thinking someone will just find it. Making a store, making designs, and then expecting people to find your store and buy your designs, you're one of hundreds of millions of websites. No one is going to stumble across and buy something. You need to be active in driving traffic to your store. Things are a little different on market-based platforms like Etsy or Amazon or TeePublic because the traffic is there. But on platforms like Shopify or your own website, you need to drive the traffic in. Your designs don't solve a gifting need. This isn't super vital, but because the print-on-demand business model also doubles as a perfect gift for someone else, we make sure that a lot of our designs can be giftable items. Usually that just means making humorous designs that someone would feel happy with gifting to someone else. You're selling in a niche you don't understand. With the help of AI, this isn't critical. However, selling in a niche you don't understand is very obvious to the customer who's a passionate fan of that niche. Just imagine if you went into a car dealership to buy your dream car, whatever it is. You knew everything there was to know about it. And when the sales rep was showing you around, it was clear he had no idea what he was talking about. I would personally leave and take my business elsewhere. Now, showing passion for your work is much easier when you're in a niche or an industry that you know everything about. You keep reinventing the wheel from website to design. It's okay to test new things here and there, but stop constantly reinventing the wheel. We have proven website templates that work. They really do work. We have proven design concepts that work. People use them. People have spent millions on ads testing what works. Why would you want to ignore all of that data and try and reinvent the wheel? You haven't optimized for mobile websites. 90% plus of traffic is from a mobile, and that's on our website and most print-on-demand Shopify websites. This is a mistake I made early on. I would always design the website in the desktop view. And this was a really big mistake because 90% of our customers shop from their mobile. So why on earth were we making our website look perfect on a desktop? When amending your site, make sure you're in the mobile view. And when you test your funnel, make sure you do so from your mobile phone, because that is most likely what the customer is going to be experiencing. You haven't run a mock-up test. You've made a mock-up, added it to your store, but haven't tested it at all. It could be a terrible mock-up. It could be getting you expensive cost per clicks. Or if you're on Etsy, it could be the reason people are scrolling right past. Run a mock-up test. Keep whittling down until you find that amazing mock-up. Your cost per clicks are too expensive. If you are running Facebook ads and your cost per click is too high, you're going to struggle to be profitable. High cost per click means you need a higher budget to get enough clicks to actually, get some sales. Most people don't have the luxury of a higher budget when starting out, so it's important you do what you can to lower your cost per click, such as mock-up iterations, new designs, new copy, different offers. All these types of things can help impact your cost per click. You have too many disconnecting fonts in your designs. If you've used more than one font in your designs, you need to ensure it pairs nicely. I would recommend sticking to just one font, especially if you are new. If you decide to go for 3 or more fonts, you'll see a huge drop off in sales as those designs tend to look a little mismatched. The design doesn't match the intended audience. Remember who your buyer is. If you have a rude fishing innuendo design, don't use childish cartoon fonts or graphics. Understand who would wear the shirt and then design for them. You're not building an email list. If you're running traffic to your website and not trying to grow a list at the same time, it's as if you are renting that traffic. Someone will come to your site, someone will leave your site, and they'll be gone forever. If you can grab their email in the middle, they become a prospect, even after they leave. And prospects can turn into sales, so it's very important we get that customer's email. Your store looks overproduced. Don't overcomplicate your store. This basic store here converts at over 3.5%, and that's brilliant for an e-com store. And on some days, it has converted at 8%. So don't over-engineer your store and think, the more that I do to it, the better and more unique it looks and the better it will perform. Just follow what others have spent millions testing. You're changing stuff too fast without allowing the test to run for a good amount of time. If you're going to optimize your store or a design or an ad, you need to give it time to gather data. There is absolutely no point optimizing your store then changing it again 6 hours later. You need to let people come to your store so that you can gather data and determine if that change made a difference. Your design is a clip art image on a t-shirt. Now, regardless of the audience, regardless of the niche, please don't ever do this. Don't ever use those childish clip art images on a t-shirt. The phrase or joke doesn't land properly. This usually happens with those shower ideas that we spoke about earlier. You need your phrase to be instantly understandable. Think of the billboard test. Driving down that highway, you have 2 seconds to view a billboard. Same goes for someone scrolling on Facebook or even Etsy. It's a digital billboard. If someone is dwelling on a design, trying to work it out, it won't sell. You also need it to be clearly visible. Think of the 6-foot test. If you stand 6 feet back, can you see what it says? You haven't prioritized the placement of the design and the design elements. Placement of the design, the fonts, and the graphics are the most important part of a design. If this is done wrong, you set yourself up for failure before even leaving the gates. You've added too many colors to a design without much thought. Don't just add colors for the sake of adding them. Most designs with more than 3 colors tends to be, those vintage sunset style designs. Other designs with lots of colors are usually made by expert designers with a lot of sales and experience under their belt. Now, if that's not you, don't worry about adding so many colors. Just having 1 or even 2 colors is more than enough. You rely solely on trending ideas. Often, it's too late as well. Now, proper, long-standing businesses aren't built on trends. So stop chasing quick wins and trends. 9 times out of 10, you'll be too late for the trend anyway. It's better to focus on evergreen designs that will sell any time. It makes your effort go a much longer way. You forgot about your target niche. Whatever niche you end up going for, remember it. Don't deviate. The amount of times I see people say, oh, but can't I just add this cross niche in? So instead of their niche being cats, they start making cats and books, and then cats and coffee. And it's all over the place. And over time, they lose that core audience of their brand. It's okay to test out other niches in your niche, but don't overdo it. And don't start with this tactic. I would suggest crossing $10,000 in sales first before you start cross-niching. Reliant on AI to perform. AI is amazing, and it can be an incredible tool when it comes to designs and efficiency. But don't think just because it's AI, it's going to be good. AI produces a lot of crap, and oftentimes people still put it on their products thinking, well, just because AI made it, it's got to be good. My rule is if it looks like AI, don't use it. Call to action buttons are hard to see on your website. The call to action button on your website needs to be bright and clear. Yes, you might have brand colors you want to stick to, but what do you care more about? Sticking to those brand colors or getting sales? Make that call to action a green or an orange or a red. Test it out. See how many more clicks you end up getting. It will be a lot more. You're not basing your actions off of proven data. Stop guessing. You either have your own data to go off or others' data to go off. But the underlying point here is you have data. Use it. Stop shooting in the dark and guessing. Base actions on proven data. Your designs don't trigger an emotion. Your design doesn't trigger anything in a potential buyer. Now, I'm not saying it needs to every single time, but we found that designs that trigger an emotion, whether it's humor, nostalgia, or something like that, they outperform every other design every single time. So look at your designs and think, what emotion does this trigger? If none of them do, I would suggest making some new designs. You're ignoring what's actually selling in your niche. Do research, build a mood board, and see what's selling in your niche. Don't ignore it. It's free information. It's basically cheat codes to sales. So have a look at what's selling and base decisions on that data and even on those designs. You're relying solely on marketplace traffic and algorithms to get you sales. If you are selling on Amazon, Etsy, TeePublic, or Redbubble, or many others for that matter, you are relying on the marketplace and the algorithm to get you sales. Stop doing that. Stop relying on others to get you sales. Take matters into your own hands. And if you're relying on someone else to do something so vital to your business, you're setting yourself up for failure. Think of something in your life that's vital. Maybe it's tying your shoes or eating food. If you were always reliant on someone else and suddenly they weren't available, it would massively disrupt your life. The same is relying on marketplaces. You are massively disrupting your business because, well, the marketplace and the algorithm doesn't always favor your designs. And as soon as it doesn't show up, you don't get sales. Your product selection is too random. There's no clear audience. Now, if you have a niche, stick to it. And on top of that, at the beginning, pick a product and stick to that as well. We pick t-shirts, and we pick t-shirts as they are the most popular product for print on demand. But whatever it is you pick, stick to it and give it your all. Don't sell 10 different types of products and saturate your store. You're not trying to be a convenience store selling everything under the sun. You're trying to build a brand that people associate quality and focus with. We want people coming back when they want more awesome t-shirt graphics. And after passing that $10,000 in sales, I would recommend maybe experimenting with 1 or 2 new products, but slowly. One at a time, maybe a tank top, a sweater, or a hoodie. Your funnel is broken, whether that's a bad collection page or the wrong shipping profile selected. It could be anything. Test your funnel from ads to sale. A while back, we had an awful day of sales. Everything was going great up until that point. We made an update on our store where we added a whole bunch of designs in, which automatically triggered a different shipping profile. We didn't see this happen, and customers who added stuff to their cart were being charged $76 for shipping. Basically, this trigger set our international shipping to be our default. So even though we had an amazing add to cart conversion rate, amazing cost per click on our ads, amazing everything else, our purchase conversion rate was almost non-existent. So ensure you check your funnel, make sure it works properly, and make sure there's nothing out of whack. Design isn't your priority. If design isn't your priority, then you've set yourself up for failure. Ads, store, setup, brand, these are important aspects of the business, but they don't even come close to that of designs. Whether you're designing yourself or someone is doing it for you, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you're sticking to the principles, the data, and making good quality designs. Thinking this is passive income. This is not passive income. And if you think that, it's almost as if you're looking for a way to make money and do no work. Put no effort in. And honestly, that will only lead to poor results. So if you're chasing that passive dream, that's cool. This just isn't the business for you. You simply gave up too soon. Probably the most common issue. You feel like you have tried everything, but maybe you just gave up too soon. If you fall under any of these points in this video, then there's still more that you could be doing before giving up, okay? So don't think of giving up as an option just yet. And even then, giving up should never really be an option. Moving on because you simply don't enjoy the business anymore, well, that's what you should be doing. But if you feel like you've tried everything, chances are you haven't. For some people, it just takes longer. And I can't tell you if it will take you a week, a month, or a year. But I can say if you stick to it long enough, you'll learn the kinks, you'll learn what works, and you will make it work. Now, if you want to skip all the noise and all the videos and everything like that and streamline the whole process and ensure you don't fall victim to any of these crazy mistakes, plus many more I haven't gone over in this video, then definitely check out the Design Hub. The link will be down below. It's my community where I show you how to create best-selling designs quickly and effortlessly. I give you personalized feedback, amongst other things, as well as building a brand, building your store, live calls, a thriving community of over 450 people. It's definitely the place to be if you are serious about making money and building a proper print-on-demand business.